Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina and today is my Partners in Cream project pan update. So this project was started by Steph and DaLin here on YouTube, who I of course will have linked down below. This has been going for a few years now and I always really enjoy it. Basically what the Partners in Cream project pan is we take cream-based makeup items and we try to hit goals on them or finish them, hit pan on them, whichever we see fit. You can do 3 to 6 items at a time and this is a full year project. So that is all of the basic rules, and I have 5 items in my project this year. I track progress through pictures as well as tallies, and that is how we kind of keep track of how well I'm doing. So the first item that I want to get into is my Dose of Colors lip gloss in the color Over the Top. I wasn't very good at using this, if I'm being honest. I used it once, so it really didn't have that much progress. So I'm not 100% sure if it's moved any, but I highly doubt it. I used it one singular time, and that wasn't even like, I don't even think I reapplied it. I think I put it on and then that was it. So not a great start on this one. I'll probably end up just like pushing myself a little bit more to use this to try and see how much it takes to really have movement so I can get a better idea of how long this would probably take. I'm not worried yet. It's only the first month. No need to beat myself up about it. I'm still trying to get into the groove of all of my projects, so I'm not worried about low numbers for this project currently. Next item is a primer, and this is the Milani Brightside Illuminating Primer. I ended up using this 4 times over the last month, and again, that's not a ton of use, but I have another primer in another project pan. I had another one before that, so I'm steadily just working through primers, and I know I'm able to do this. So again, another thing I'm not really worried about currently. 4 uses for this is pretty good though. I mainly use this on no makeup days. I don't really like this under my makeup, if I'm being honest. I do have it on under my foundation today and I feel like it just makes everything feel heavier and not sit as nicely. So I like this one a lot more on no makeup days. It is also very bright, and when you first put it on, you kind of look like the Tin Man. So it's not my favorite primer to begin with. I'll utilize it more on days I'm not wearing a full face of makeup, and I just didn't have that many in January. I actually wore makeup a good bit this month, which is nice because it's been something that's been harder for me to do. But you know, I had more time this month to kind of dedicate to putting on makeup, so I did. Next item is another one that I was very unsuccessful with, and that's my Animal Crossing lip tint. This is in the color Orange Cutie. Now I don't have a lot in this, and these are just not very full lip tints from Colourpop, and they do go quite fast once you do start using them. So another thing I'm not really worried about, I have it on right now, which is the one use. I realized I had no uses in it when I was going to sit down to film, so I put it on. So is that cheating? It's still one use. I'll try and reapply it throughout the day too so we can get some more progress. But I did take a picture of it before filming, that way you guys can see that and not see me like attempting to get through it quickly. Overall, I do like Colourpop's lip tints. I've talked about these before. The formula is great on these. They're super comfortable and really easy to throw on. So I know it won't be hard either. I feel like I'm a broken record in this video a little bit, but it is true. I don't feel bad about how low my numbers are at the moment because these aren't going to be hard. Next item is one that I did actually use a ton, and it's my Essence foundation. This is the Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation in the color 010 Cool Porcelain. And I really like this foundation. I actually used this a lot, and this should be done by the next update, which is crazy that it's already going to be done. But I ended up using it 17 times last month, and I did mix it with another foundation a lot, but I also used this one on its own a good bit because it looks really, really nice on its own. And yeah, this will be done next month for sure. It is sitting really low. It's right there, like right near the bottom. There's not much left, so definitely not worried about this. We will successfully get that out of here. And I need to start buying new foundations. New foundations and new concealers. Like new base products is something I definitely desperately need, especially with all these projects going. So one less foundation again, really impressive, honestly. And then the 5th and last item that I have in this project currently is my Wet n Wild lip mask. This is one from their Halloween collection a couple years ago, and I'm steadily working my way through it. This isn't my favorite lip mask. It's not the most moisturizing, but it does moisturize a good bit and it gives a little bit of a tint. So I don't mind using it. I ended up using it 5 times over the last month, which isn't great, but also again, to repeat myself for the millionth time, I'm still not worried. I know it's something I'll get through, and it's really, there's not that much product in there. So again, not worried about this one. I think for me, I was definitely more focused on my main rolling tin project pan. I say it's my main, even though both of these are year-long projects, but I was more focused on those items because there was more of them in that. So I think I was trying to get into the groove of that one and kind of put this one a little bit on the back burner this past month. So I'm going to try and focus on this one more in February versus the rolling tin, and we'll probably flip-flop a lot that way. It's kind of how I balance out my project pans a lot of the time. It's just what ends up working really well for me. And if you compare my numbers for my rolling tin and this one, it makes sense, these numbers, because of how much I used other things that are similar to things in this project. So overall, like I said, I'm not worried. I know I was still using my stuff. It just wasn't in this particular project that stuff was getting used as heavily. But I mean, the foundation is an indicator. I'm still using my stuff, and I will eventually get to these items and use them a lot. So I know this wasn't the most exciting update, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. Again, this is the Partners in Cream project pan started by Steph and DaLin. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. And remember, there is always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you in my next video. Bye!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic. And we can save you from